Hello everyone, good day. I am Nardina Samiril and I am going to tackle about the chapter 4. So please listen. We are going to talk about the biomes and biodiversity. So the biomes, a biome is a large area on Earth that is similar on climate, plants and animals. It is like a big group in ecosystem that shares the same environment. So ang example nito is yung forest, yung desert, and yung ocean. So, yung biome is a large place kung saan pare-parehong weather ng mga living things na nakatira dito. So, the next one is the biodiversity. So, biodiversity means the variety of life in a certain area. It includes the plants, the animals, and microorganisms. So, ang main example na ito is yung ating rainforest. Meron tayong different kinds of bird, insect, and plants. So, ang biodiversity is kung gaano karami at kung gaano ka different ang mga living things sa iisang lugar. So in short, yung biome is yung large environment kung saan similar yung condition ng mga nakatira dito. While yung biodiversity is a variety of life within that environment. Introduction. We are now living in the time of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, where technologies and human activities continue to shape our world. However, one of the biggest issues we face today is the loss of biodiversity. Biodiversity means a variety of all living things like plants, animals, and microorganisms, and how they interact within ecosystem. In the Philippines, our country is known for having one of the richest biodiversity in the world. But it is now under threat because of activities like illegal logging, mining, and pollution. It is more important for us to understand how biodiversity works and how protecting it can help us build better and more sustainable future. So tama nga naman, ang Pilipinas is isa pinakamayamang mayroong likas na yaman. But then hindi natin alam kung paano ito mai-utilize na maayos compare sa ibang bansa. Ecological succession. So it is the natural process of change in species in an ecosystem over time. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, ito yung unti-unting pagbabago ng mga living things sa iisang lugar habang tumatagal. So, dito meron tayong primary succession. It starts in an area with no life. So, dito, nagsimula sa isang lugar na totally walang buhay. But then, nagkakaroon ng paunti-unti, like nagkakaroon ng halaman at hayop. So, next is meron tayong secondary succession. So, it happens after a disturbance. So, ito yung mga forest fire or flood. So, dito, may mga dating buhay na talaga sa area na to. But then, nasira. Pero at time goes by, so paunti-unting bumabalik ito sa dati. Then next, autotrophic succession. Dominated by plants or producers. So, dito, sila yung gumagawa ng mga sarili ng pagkain like yung plants. Then next, heterophic succession, dominated by bacteria, fungi, and animals. So dito, sila naman yung mga animals na umaasa sa ibang organism for food. Types of ecosystem. So dito is meron tayong natural ecosystem. So meron tayong forests, lakes, coral reefs, and grasslands. So everyone naman siguro dito is familiar na dito. So dito basically nabubuhay yung mga living things. The next, meron tayong man-made ecosystem like yung rice fields, orchards, and aquarium. So, sa rice field, ito yung mga palayan. At kaya siya tinawag na man-made ecosystem because ito yung gawa ng mga magsasaka. Kung saan tayo kumukuha ng for food. The next, meron tayong aquatic ecosystem in fresh water or in submarine. So, ito naman yung sa tubig. The next, sa terrestrial ecosystem on land like yung mountain, forest, and yung desert. A biome. A biome is a large type of ecosystem with its own climate, temperature, and living things. So, ang bawat biome ay may kanya-kanyang panahon at uri ng mga living things na nakatira dito. The next is organism adapt to their biome to survive. So, ang meaning nito is nag-adjust ang mga bawat living things sa kanilang environment para mabuhay. Each biome supports specific plants and animals depending on its weather and environment. So like for example sa desert biome, may mga cactus at camel na kayang mabuhay sa isang lugar kahit mainit at tuyo ang lugar dito. In this slide, makikita natin kung paano nabubuhay. In this slide, makikita natin yung iba't ibang uri ng biome, kung saan pwedeng mabuhay yung mga living organism like the animals and plants. Philippine biodiversity. The Philippines has one of the richest biodiversity in the world. So, ang Pilipinas daw is merong isa pinakamayaman na merong diversity in the world. So, because dito meron tayong complete na likas na yaman. So, meron tayong ocean, meron tayong rice field, so meron din tayong forest. So, floral diversity, 13,500 plant species, many are found only here. So, karamihan sa rare din na plants isa, Pilipinas lang din mahanap. Faunal diversity, over 1,000 animal species, many endemic, unique to the country. So, hindi lang pala plants ang karamihan sa rare na meron tayo. So, meron din tayong animals. Our rainforests and coral reefs are important homes for these species. So, yung coral reefs daw and yung rainforest is nagsaserve na tahanan ng ating mga animals and yung ating plants. Genetic diversity refers to the difference in genes within species. So, ito yung iba-ibang katangian at traits ng mga organism kahit pareha silang species. Species diversity is the number and variety of species in an area. So, kung mas maraming klase ng hayop at halaman, so mas mataas ang species diversity. Ecological diversity means the variety of ecosystem and their processes. So, ito yung uri-uring, iba't ibang uri ng tirahan o environment tulad ng forest, ocean, at desert. All are connected genes from species from ecosystem. So, itong mga genes na to ay bumubuo ng species. Species naman ay bumubuo ng ecosystem. Threat to biodiversity. First is climate change. Affect growth and survival of species. So, sa climate change, so dahil sa pabago-bagong klima, nahirapan mag-adjust yung ating animals sa yung ating plants sa isang area. Next is deforestation. Destroy habitats and cause species loss. So, dito is yung pagpuputo natin ng mga puno is maaaring mag-cause ng habitat loss. So, nahirapang maghanap or matitirahan yung ating mga animals. The next, mining and quarrying. Damage land and ecosystem. So, sa mining is, ito rin sa mga bundok. Kung kaya nagiging madalas yung pag-earthquake and yung landslide because of mining. The next, overexploitation, ito rin overhunting, overfishing, and overharvesting. So, sa overhunting, so kung kaya't madalas na endangered yung ating mga species. And sa overfishing naman is, nahihirapan tayo mag-source out ng ating food in water like yung mga isda natin. The next, sa pollution, harm air, water, and soil. So, ito yung madalas kalaban ng Pilipinas. Itong pollution because some of us is walang disiplina. Kung kaya't nagkakos tayo ng pollution within our country. The next, invasive species. So, ito yung mga non-native species that disturbs the ecosystem. Kung kaya't nahirapan mag-source out din ng food yung ating mga native species. And nahirapan sila makipag-agawan dito. Conclusion. The Philippines is truly blessed with amazing biodiversity. From our lush rainforest to our colorful coral reefs. However, these gifts of nature is slowly being destroyed because of human action, such as deforestation, pollution, and overuse of natural resources. If we continue to ignore this problem, we might lose many species that are only found in our country. That's why it is important to protect our environment and live sustainably. By taking care of our biomes and practicing environmental awareness, we also protect our own future and the generation to come. So basically, sa conclusion natin, so sana nagbigay ito ng aral sa atin kung paano protektahan and kung ano ang halaga ng ating biodiversity.